podcast is powered by monkeyknifefight.com.
We flying solo on this hoe.
Eureka.
Hey!
We make plays every day.
Every day.
Yeah, we make plays every day.
That motherfucker feel.
We make plays every day. We make plays every day. We make plays every day. Yeah, we make plays every day.
Week 8 is in the
Plays
books.
every day. We make
Get me
plays
ready! Hey. Welcome to the Real Fantasy Playmakers. I am your host, Bogard Scot-Free, and for the first time this season in 2020, I'm flying solo. You know what I'm saying? My co-host, he's dealing with some things. You know what I mean? He may or may not have dropped to David Johnson in one of the leagues, an analyst league at that. You know what I'm saying? That's not the reason he missed the show, but I'm busting his balls right out the gate. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Playmakers, you already know. What we gonna do is get right to our waiver wire episode. Also gonna touch on these injuries. Also gonna touch on streaming QBs and streaming defenses for your Week 9 matchup. You know what I'm saying? And before we get to all the lovely isms, we're going to go ahead and handle this quick housekeeping. Follow me at the GMM Network on both IG and Twitter. Go ahead and subscribe to the GMM Network on YouTube. Also, subscribe to the Run Boys Fantasy Network on YouTube. That's the big dog channel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the gang. You know what I'm saying? You'll find me there alongside the Admiral Robbie J. Like 6 out of 7 days of the week. You know what I'm saying? What else we got? Oh, yeah. And for our latest and greatest articles and all our merch, go ahead and check us out at runboys.com. You know what I mean? Use promo code RUNBOYS. Get free shipping on that ass. Also want to shout out our sponsor, Milk and Honey TX, for all your CBD wellness and all your CBD goodness. Visit milkandhoneytx.com. You know what I mean? What else we got here? We're going to go ahead. At the beginning of this podcast, Playmakers, you heard it. This joint is powered by monkeyknifefight.com. Use promo code GMM. We'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50. That's 50 bones. You know what I'm saying? We killing it on the props, on the legal daily sports action, the legal daily fantasy prop action. Visit monkeyknifefight.com. Use promo code GMM. Match your first deposit all the way up to $50. Monkey Knife Fight, give me money. I guess before we get right into the waivers, talk a little bit of fantasy row. You know what I mean? You know, the fantasy wide range of emotions. You know what I mean? I'm definitely at a wide range of emotions this week. You know what I mean? I have 13 leagues. Took down 8 of them joints. You know what I mean? 8 W's. I'm not mad at that. It's one of the better weeks I've had. Sitting at a lot of 4 and 4s. You know, I got a couple 3 and 5s. You know what I mean? I got some 5 and 3s. I even got some 2 and 6s. You know what I mean? So I'm all over the map. You know what I mean? We in it. We in this thing. You know what I mean? And a lot of them. You know what I mean? Sitting right outside of the playoffs in some. I'm sitting in the playoffs in some. You know what I mean? It's all over the place, you know what I mean? You know, dealing with several injuries, but, you know, at the same time, everybody dealing with the same shit. So, you know, I'm not really mad, you know what I mean? This is the real stretch right here. I call this, Playmakers, I call this the big quarter. You know what I mean? Because there's 13 weeks in the regular fantasy season. So we went 4 weeks, then another 4 weeks, and week 9 starts the 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13th week before you get into the week 14 playoffs. So this is the only 5-week quarter. That's why I call it the big quarter, because it's not, you can't break 13 into 3, obviously. So it's 4, 4, and 5. This is the big quarter. It's the home stretch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's, if you win it, you stay in it to win it. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead, get into some of these running back injuries. You know what I'm saying? Right out the gate. You know what I mean? You got Tevin Coleman. You know what I mean? He came in, got injured again like he does. Henderson's injured. These guys aren't really like anyone you should be tripping off of because Henderson's going on a bye week anyway. You know what I mean? We'll talk about who that might help. Same thing with Tevin Coleman, you know what I mean? But mainly, you know, what some of these running backs that are, you know, like Aaron Jones, he's coming off injury, you know, Austin Eckler's still injured. You know, there's you know, it's just a lot of situations like, and then even going back to Green Bay, you know, Jamal Williams, you know, he might not even play this game because A.J. Dillon tested positive for the COVID. So, you know, a lot of these motherfuckers, man, they could, you know, they could really be, this could be an ugly Thursday night game against the Niners, you know what I'm saying, as far as running back goes because, you know, there's probably going to be no Tevin Coleman. So, you know what I mean, it's probably just going to be a heavy dose of McKinnon and Hasty, you know what I'm saying? So, as far as running back pickups go, you know what I mean, we're going to start at the top. Phillip Lindsay, you know, he kind of fell beneath the ownership threshold because, you know, people dropped him because of the concussion, etc. If he's there, pick him up, you know what I mean? More than likely, a lot of savvy leagues, he's not available. But, you know, you still check in case you're in one of them other type leagues, you know what I mean? Zach Moss, he's a pickup. You know what I mean? It's you know, it'll be a frustrating play, but you know, he's getting all the goal line carries. He looked good the last couple of weeks. Looks better than Singletary, if you ask me. Maybe we start seeing a change in the, you know, as far as the snap percentage go in Zach Moss's favor. I mean, I think he is the more valuable one out of the two, but yeah, as far, you know, it's still 60% of the snap counts to Singletary. You know what I mean? It's almost a 50-50 split there, but still in Singletary's favor, and it looks ugly. You know what I mean? Who else we got here? So, oh yeah, we got their man Jermichael Hasty. If no one swooped him up last week, you know what I mean? Definitely try to acquire this man. You know what I mean? He might get a ton of workload. You know, you could run on the Packers. You know, and it should be a game where the Niners are playing from behind, obviously, and Hasty gets involved in the passing game as well. You know what I mean? Wayne Gallman, you know, he kind of did his thing tonight. You know what I mean? Actually, before we get to Wayne Gallman, I want to say Justin Jackson, because Justin Jackson was being used in every facet of the game. He was being used like an Austin Eckler, you know what I mean? You know, he was banged up a week ago. So, you know, it seemed like Josh Kelly looked like, you know, he might get a bigger workload. But, you know, Justin Jackson got his shit together. If he's available, you grab him. Wayne Gallman, Wayne's World, you know, party time, excellent. He at the Monday Nighter, you know, it was pleasantly surprising to see them just anybody be able to run on the Bucs in general. They just kept pounding the rock. He ended up getting a touchdown. You know, he's worth, you know, he's a bye-week flyer guy. He's playing against the Redskins. You know, not the best run defense still, though. You know what I mean? So far we had Phillip Lindsay, Zach Minas, you know what I mean? Jermichael Hasty, Justin Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Wayne's World Gallman. And then we get to Damian Harris. If Damian Harris is available, I almost would want to put priority on him because he's playing against the Jets. It's on a Monday night. You know what I mean? Belichick, if he knows that you could run on that team, they're going to run the ball. Like, they knew they could run on Buffalo, so they're like, all right, we're going to run the ball. Damian Harris, he looked good. You know what I mean? If he's available. A lot of people have been dropping him. He's below the threshold. J.K. Dobbins, you know, he's probably already owned. But as long as there's no Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins is the one I'd rather have. He has a higher upside. You know, he gets used in the passing game. Obviously, the Gus Bus looked better on the ground. I mean, you know, that's reason why they franchise tagged him. But I'm still going with, like, the upside longer play would be J.K. Dobbins. Mark Ingram, just sit the fuck out. Just sit the fuck aside. Step the fuck aside. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody fucking with you. Next one's DJ Dallas. You know what I mean? DJ Dallas, you know what I'm saying? He, against the Niners run defense that's fairly good, he did his thing. You know, he fell into the end zone. He put up a nice little stat line in PPR. So, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, in case Chris Carson and Carlos Hyde, they ain't a go again. I mean, Travis Homer was healthy. I mean, he was active, but, you know, he didn't do shit. So I think, you know, if they like how the kid looked, they might not need to rush back, you know, Chris Carson or a goddamn, Carlos Hyde. You know what I mean? Because then they intend on being able to get through this cold weather that's everywhere right now these days. You know, you need to run the ball in this cold weather, blood. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then let's see where we're at here. Oh, yeah. Another name you guys might want to look out for, just in case Jamal Williams and all them's been exposed to A.J. Dillon's COVID shit, because this is a short week. Remember this, y'all. You know, this game might even be in danger. Either way, my point is, you know, they got a kid on that they could activate from the practice squad. His name's Dexter Williams. He got a little run last year when there was no Aaron Jones. He was the guy behind Jamal Williams, but it could be a situation like Seattle last week where, you know, we were monitoring Chris Carson and Carlos Hyde, and when they couldn't go, DJ Dallas just got everything. So you never know, man. This could be if you're in a bind and you need running back. I mean, everybody's hurt. Everybody's looking for running backs. So I had to put his name on the list. Green Bay Packers, Dexter Williams. Also, Nyheim Hines. I mean, it's a crazy. They're playing the Ravens, so I'm assuming if Nyheim Hines is available, he's going to be in play. The game script should favor him. They should be playing from behind, having to throw the ball, you know what I mean, out of the backfield. Phillip Rivers loves that. You know what I mean? Nyheim Hines, you know, he tends to do well in these type of matchups, you know what I'm saying? So maybe some Nyheim Hines if he's available. Jordan Wilkins, he's more of a deeper league ad. You know what I mean? If you're in another bind and you need someone that has like a 4-point floor, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like, just don't give me nothing. You know what I mean? Like, preferably this is like a 14 or 16 team league ad in a bye week where you're in a bind. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it just sucks. Jonathan Taylor is clearly the more talented back, but man, he ain't hitting the holes like he should. He seems a little hesitant, little tentative or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, he just doesn't look explosive, like you know, and maybe it's because he's a running back they need to get in a rhythm, like, and they just refuse to keep feeding him like 15 carries a game. You know what I mean? Like, get that man 20 touches, bro, and I swear to God he'll get going. But either way, this is what we're dealing with. You know what I mean? Malcolm Brown and Cam Akers. So these guys right here, man, you know, they could be just guys that, like, I mean, they're on a bye week this week, but Henderson's hurt. You know what I mean? He re-aggravated that thigh injury. He's been dealing with that shit all year. He had it in the offseason and whatnot. I'm just saying, if you got room for these guys, maybe I'd say I mean, Malcolm Brown's been the more trustworthy one. I mean, it's kind of just an ugly situation, but man, just think deeper league ads, you know what I mean? And like, if you have room to hold them on through their bye week, because at the same time, it could be a whole week's of rest during his bye week, and then Henderson comes back healthy. And then you just don't want to fuck with anybody in that backfield. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. We're moving along here. That's the running backs. I mean, we're going to go ahead, get to these injured wide receivers. So wide receiver injuries, we got Calvin Ridley, Coolio. Coolio. X-rays came back negative. I didn't look up what the MRI said, but, you know, he looks like he's set to come back after the bye week. They got Denver this week, then a bye week. And so week 11, you should see your Calvin Ridley coming back. You know what I mean? You got Kenny G, thigh injury or hip. Yeah, man, fucking A. It's funny because I just recently acquired Kenny G in a few spots. And, bruh, that motherfucker's already been ruled out. So, you know what I mean? No Kenny G this week. T.Y. Hilton, you just stay hurt. Shut the fuck up. He got hurt. You know, Adam Humphries, he got lasted. He just got laid the fuck out. You know what I mean? And, yeah, so he's concussed. If not, it's a head injury. You know what I mean? And it's now as far as the wide receiver pickups, you know what I mean? Got Mike Williams showing up again. And this time he showed up with Keenan Allen on the field. So you got to love that. You know what I mean? Christian Kirk. Bruh, if he's available, bruh, he's a must-add. Like, I would actually put him at the top of the list over Mike Williams, but that's, you know what I'm saying? I mean, savvier leagues, you know what I mean? People got him, but, you know, you got to put him on there anyway. You know what I'm saying? Who we got here? Oh, Jalen Reagor. You know what I mean? They're looking to him, man, and he looked real good, too. So Jalen Reagor is definitely an interesting motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, especially now that they could come off this bye week, and he was playing with a cast or with a like a brace on his thumb. So, you know what I mean? I mean, another week he'll probably shed the brace, and you know what I mean, be able to catch the ball even better. Because bro, they were throwing down the field to him. They're throwing on him in the red zone. Like it was lovely. You know what I mean? Then we go to my man Corey Davis, because I mean, you know, if Corey Davis is out there, you know what I mean, he's kind of been eating this past couple weeks. You know what I mean? It's one of those names that's synonymous with Bogard. I always loved me some Corey Davis. He never panned out with Mariota. And, you know, with Tannehill, looks like, you know, Tannehill just, if you're open, he'll find you. You know what I mean? I'm starting to like that about Tanner Skrill. You know, get that money. Tim Patrick. You know what I'm saying? If Tim Patrick is available, you know what I mean? Grab him up when he's healthy. Drew Lock loves to lock in on some Tim Patrick. Laviska Shenault. You know what I mean? There's a quarterback change, but, you know, a lot of times in a quarterback change, they like the shorter A-dot routes. He's used like a tight end. They even give him carries out of the backfield. They've been scheming game plans or plays for him. So, you know, he probably, and, you know, he's beneath the threshold. So he's probably available if you need a plug-and-play guy. I might take a chance on Laviska against the Texans this week because it's a really soft matchup. Another guy to look out for, Michael Pimp. Look out for Michael Pittman. You know what I mean? They need help over there in Indy outside of all the fucking tight ends they use. But, yeah, bro, Michael Pittman, he should be coming back. You know what I mean? If he didn't, I wonder if he came back already. I should have checked that out. Oh, and anyways, and then we got another one in the absence. First of all, we just got to say Marvin Jones. Let's look. If Marvin Jones is out there, he should be at the top with Christian Kirk. If Marvin Jones Jr. is out there, you go and get Marvin Jones because even though without Kenny, it's not like he's going to assume the Kenny G role. He's just the most trusted guy because the next on our list, I got Quentin Cephas. Quentin Cephas, you know, he's kind of, when there was no Kenny G early on in the year, he was the guy that was kind of being used as the X receiver while Marvin Jones could be just the field stretcher on the outside. So I would look out for that, man, because, you know, even though Quentin Cephas, on one of the games that he got a start with no Kenny G, he got like 10 targets in that game. Only caught 3 passes, and that's not good, but still, come on. You know what I mean? It's something you don't forget about. He's probably going to, he's 100% available for sure. Quentin Cephas from the Detroit Lions. And what else we got here? Oh, Curtis Samuel. You know, CMC should be back, so don't expect Curtis Samuel to be getting these carries out of the backfield. But Curtis Samuel, I mean, like they've been looking to him. It's been kind of consistent the past couple weeks. So, you know, and a lot of people don't really realize Curtis Samuel just be floating out there for y'all. Zach Pasquale, same thing. You know, if he gets utilized, you know what I'm saying? Especially if Michael Pittman doesn't return. That's why I had Zach Pasquale a little down. But, you know, over a deeper league ad, streaming option strictly. You know what I mean? And then Josh Reynolds. You know, Josh Reynolds, obviously the Rams are going into a bye week. But in the absence of Tyler Higbee, it's kind of like they went back to the old Rams with Sean McVay where, you know, it was the 3 wide receiver sets. You know, Brandon Cooks, Bobby Woods, 2 girls, 1 cup. And then you'd have goddamn, you know, they kind of switched to the 12 personnel looks where it would be more Higbee and then Bobby Woods and then 2 girls, 1 cup. But, like, you know, recently there's been a lot of 3 wide receiver sets with Josh Reynolds out there. So it's kind of like he's been kind of filling that void without Higbee. And then, you know, just, you know, Sean McVay's a great coach. You know, he schemes back up, you know, goes back to one of his old bags where he likes to go 3 wides. You know what I mean? Okay, well, I think that's it for the receivers, man. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get into some tight ends, man. This is God damn it. I got Kittle in a couple spots, and a lot of people were trying to inquire about him in the past couple weeks, and I was asking for too much, like Kittle for A.J. Brown straight up. I wanted to do that. Dude was down. I ended up getting cold feet. You know, and I got a backup tight end everywhere I got Kittle, so I was thinking maybe if I can improve on other skill position spots like a receiver or a running back, I'm due for a 1-for-1, and like now that's just done with because unfortunately George Kittle, he's pretty much done for the year, for sure for the fantasy season, and he'll only come back if they make the actual playoffs, and the Niners are already trading away a bunch of our guys. So it's just not finna happen. You know what I mean? I think that's the only real notable injuries at tight end. But as far as tight end pickups, we got, Dawson Knox is coming back. He might be interesting if you need a streamer. Trey Burton and Logan Thomas, they've been on this list the past couple weeks. If they're available, you go and get them. Another one who's really fucking interesting is Ross Dwelley, man, from the Niners. Because George Kittle's gone. Jordan Reed, he's just always hurt. You know what I mean? And, Nick Mullins comes from the team too, and he was just looking at Ross Dwelley, man. So go ahead and get, Ross from Friends Dwelley. You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I'm saying? That was quick and easy. Let's get into some goddamn QB streaming options. Right out the gate, we got Matthew Stafford. This is single QB talk. All super flex leagues. He's 100% owned. But when you're talking streaming QBs, you know what I mean? This week in a single QB, Matt Stafford divisional matchup takes on the Vikings, a secondary that can be had on every level, from the outside wide receivers to the slot receivers, to opposing tight ends. Like, this defense is not good. You know what I mean? So I like Matt Stafford this week. Definitely going with Teddy B, Teddy Roosevelt, Teddy Two Gloves, the former president. You know what I mean? He's playing against the Chiefs. He might get a ton of garbage time, man. He just rack it all up. Just throwing that thing with his two gloves on. Teddy Two Gloves, the president Roosevelt. Kyle Allen, I really like him as a streamed option, playing against the goddamn Giants. You know what I mean? That Monday Nighter was kind of funny, though. They were stifling Brady. It was, it's a tough secondary still. Divisional shit. They tend to know each other good. They're gonna have some spots they could attack them, expose them. I like Terry McLaurin to burn James Bradbury. I know James Bradbury is one of the more premier corners right now, and he's playing for the Giants, so he goes unnoticed. But still, I like Kyle Allen. Dial it up. And then Corky Kirk Cousins, man. If I die, I die. Kirk Cousins, he's ready to rock. Streaming option, same analysis. When I said for Matt Stafford, it's divisional. Two bad secondaries. Let's go. Dial up Corky Kirk. Streaming defenses, we're starting with the football team. Excuse me. Then we take it down to Arizona. You know what I mean? I mean, it's playing a rookie Tua. So, and Arizona is actually a fantasy-friendly defense to play in fantasy. I mean, bruh, they even put up a nice little stat line against the Seahawks last week, or 2 weeks ago. So, Arizona coming off the bye week against the rookie. I like that. Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Who in the fuck is Tennessee playing again? I should have wrote it down. Let's see here. Oh. Who do the Tennessee Titans play November 8th? Let's just ask Siri. Come on, Siri.
Just a sec.
Oh, no, you want to give me a second. While she does that, I'm going to light this joint.
I'm having some trouble with the connection.
Oh, so am I.
Try-
Anyways, I forget who the fuck Tennessee was playing, but let me check this out because I got to be accurate for y'all. You know what I mean? I got to be... You know what I'm saying? I knew they were playing. I wouldn't have put them down here on the list if they weren't playing some. Let's see. Tennessee. Okay, let's go to the game log. Tennessee. Okay, now, see, damn, nothing want to work. Now the app don't want to work. Hold on, give me the seconds. Give me the one more, save me 17 seconds. Okay, here we go. Now you want to open game log. Bing, bing, bang. Let's go ahead and check and see what it's looking like. Okay, what it's looking like. We're going into week. This took me fucking forever. We're going into week 9, and they are playing Indy. No. What week is it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're playing Indy. No, that's week 10. What in the fuck? Why am I in the Twilight Zone? Now Cincinnati. This is confusing. What week 10? Oh, they're playing Chicago. That's why I was like, Okay, so that's why I put Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee is a very active front seven, and that's a very poor line. And if it's Nick Foles, obviously it's Nick Foles. He's gonna make mistakes, like as usual. He gives defenses opportunities to turn that thing over. So I like Tennessee there, and those are my favorite streaming options. I like the Chiefs. You know what I mean? The Chiefs, they're just always a good play because they'll rack up points on opposing offenses. On opposing defenses, the Chiefs offense will, and then when the Chiefs defense gets on the field, all they gotta do is protect the lead, and they can Spagnola can send the house like he likes to do, and get pressure on a QB, and Teddy Roosevelt, he's good for a turnover or two. You know what I mean? Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? For the solo bolo dolo Bogard Scott-free edition of your Week 9 Injury Report and Waiver Wire show. You know what I'm saying? Also catch us, when you guys hear this is going to come out. This will be out in the morning. You know what I mean? Later, and then tune in later on this evening, Tuesday evening. You know what I mean? It's usually around 5:30 p.m. PT. We'll be doing another live Waiver Wire show. Me and the Admiral Robbie J. And Playmakers, you know what I'm saying? Let's continue to kill shit out here. You feel me?